SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello. Welcome back to Hyperlight Drifter. It seems that I can't avoid leaving the door to that giant crystal thing open and going out the way I came if I want to do anything else in the game. Hopefully that's okay. So, what are we still doing here? Well, there are two things I want to do. One, I want to gather all the keys and see if that gets me anywhere. Two, I want to find all the servers and see if that gets me anywhere. I honestly don't know what it will result in, either of those things, if it'll be anything significant or not. So I don't know how long this will take. I don't know I have no perception of how long this episode will be. But I'm going to just start looking and see what else I can find. Which basically just means I have to continue exploring this big, amazing looking world. What a hardship. Alright. I will check in with you when I have something to report. Ow. I never noticed that before. If you step in a puddle, the ripples are square rather than circle, like they are, you know, everywhere else in nature, I guess. Very strange. Not just that. Well, I guess now I can use it. Thanks. Something up here. Hey, it's just one of those things. Well, that's just fine. I can use those. More gun improvements, I guess. Did I ever find this? I'm not certain that I did. I'm fairly certain I did not. Aha! Sure. Okay, where are we going with all this? Could it be that island? The one that I could never figure out how to get to? Oh, it could. Oh, it could. And it is. Well, there's mostly dead people here. Isn't that nice? And some of them recently dead, it seems. Cool, well, I'll take that. Destroy all these corpses, because why not, I guess. And that seems to be it for up here. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not the things I'm primarily looking for, but it's still progress after a fashion. This place wasn't always dark, was it? When the triangle was there. Which I guess is called a module? Based on the achievement that I got when I got all of them. That's a module. But anyway, when it was there, the lights were on, I think. That seems to be the case in other zones anyway. That's the same statue as the one that last episode I died leading up against, isn't it? Interesting. It's got the same mandibles and everything. I mean, obviously it's not exactly the same statue, but it's the same type of statue, I have to assume. Wow, the railgun just one-shots those things. That's good to know. Hey, I don't think I ever found that before. That square is pretty well blended in with the rest of that particular place. And also there's a secret here. Well, that's not too remarkable, but I found it. Hopefully the rest of this secret route is more remarkable than that. Let's find out. Let's look at this gun. That's okay. I can deal with that. Sure. Thanks. Well, that's one of the 4 remaining skill points. It's also not a key. It's also not a server. It's fine. Oh, there was a skill point hidden behind this bookcase. Sure. Seem to have missed a lot of those in this region. Although it might be about a quarter of them, which would seem to make sense. Hey! I was really assuming I was going down a path I'd already been to. Great! Hello. I have to assume I belong to some kind of an order, huh? We all seem to dress about the same. We all have these servers around. They're not servers. I don't know what they are. They're some kind of messages I assume that each of us are leaving behind. So everyone's got one except for me. And Horned Helmet guy. Wonder if that's significant, actually. I don't recognize this. I feel like I haven't been here. I definitely haven't been here. Okay, alright. Oh, we're so close. I was so close. Okay. Ugh. Okay, heal up. Although, again, in situations like this, it's probably better not to heal up. Because... Hey, thanks for the shortcut back. Because then I could just, if I fell in the water, I could just reload from my last checkpoint safely. Hey, key. Alright, I got myself a server. I got my... What am I going to call them? What are they, actually? Monoliths? Let's go with monolith. They're not servers, I'm pretty certain. And I got a key. So, that's good progress. That's what I came for. So, good. Guess find out if there's any more. Oh, there's something here. It's a server. It's a monolith, I guess. There we go. Got it. Great. I wish I could remember the shortcut back to the room that has all those in it. I'd be curious. What's left? How many are left? Okay, thank you for that. I think I already did this. Yeah, I already did this. But I did not do this. And I have enough keys to get in. Okay. Nice. Another corpse. Hello, friend. Does it act... Oh, that's blood coming out of their eyes. Yes, maybe. I don't actually know. It looks like they have like a bucket helmet with glowing red eyes, but I wonder if that's blood. I'm not sure. Hey, it's their equipment. Great. Thank you. I'll, check that out later. Sorry about your body. I was just trying to blow up those bombs. You know how it is. Bombs. You gotta blow them up. I am compelled. Matter of fact, let's go try those on right now. Let's see what we got. White. And that's like a double-pronged sword. Interesting. I wonder what the deal is. I'll have to see if I can figure it out. Oh! Well, I opened doors faster. Okay. I figured it out. I opened doors faster. Neat. Alright. Let's continue hunting. I also seem to heal up faster. But I don't know where. I know I already had a set in armor that did that, so perhaps this is just a more advanced version of similar? Not sure. Well, there's a skill thing over there I never got. So clearly there's something I missed in here. Wait. I just never went and got it? Sure, okay. Cool. Oh, oops. I was scratching my forehead. I was not prepared. Interesting. Was that a key door? I think that might have been a key door. But I just sort of worked my way around back without using it. That's weird. Save that. I've definitely been here before. And you're all back. Charging everything goes faster. Oops. Yeah. Yep, everything charges faster. That's neat. I like it. Does not stop me from sucking, however. Yeah. Alright, at this point I've scoured the lake pretty well, and I don't think there's anything else to find there. I could have missed stuff. That's always a possibility. That's nothing new. But I think there should be a passageway to the server room. They're not servers. You know the one I'm talking about. Somewhere in town here. I know it opened up somewhere in town here. I'm going to see if I can find it. I feel like checking in on that is a good idea. I can't remember where it was. Here! This is it! Hello, bird. Goodbye, bird. Okay, so how is it coming? Pretty good. Pretty good. We got 3 left. There's still three left, but, you know, it's pretty good. Missing 6 keys, 3 monoliths. Yes. Yes, okay. For the record, I've been working at this for about an hour and a half at this point. Not making a great rate of progress, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Don't feel like yep, I never went this way. Great. 2 down. 2 more to go. Less worried about those than the other ones. Those, I feel like I know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to upgrade my guns. The guns that I never use. So, yeah, low priority. Oh, well, there's something I didn't get. It's not as simple as that, huh? Okay. Tree maze? Doesn't seem like it. I get up there exactly? Can't go this way. Perhaps from the top of the stairs? Doesn't allow that to happen. Should be possible, but it doesn't allow it. Okay. There's gotta be a back route, huh? To get up here? Ah! Key door. I never went to this one. I mean, I went to it, but I didn't have keys at the time. Hooray! Key, key, key. Door, door, door. What do we got in here? A bunch of crystals, which, as you'll remember, are the antagonist of this section. I think. Cool. Got one of those. There's more stuff back here, but there's a fence. How do I get around the fence? Through here? No. Okay. I'm not positive how you get here, get to that other side of that. I have a suspicion that where I am right now is supposed to be the hard place to get, but that doesn't help me. What's this here? This green thing. This green triangle. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Well, okay. Cool, well I found that anyway. Can I go through the trees here? I can't. I can. I just had to find the right place for it. Okay. Cool. Got that. So where's this going to take me? Fairly positive I haven't been this way. I think you're all sneaky. Look at you. Jumping out of the trees and such. Surprise attack. Well, he didn't even hit me though, so, you know, bad job, I guess. Got that. 7 of those to go. There's got to be a way to the north from here, though. Purely because there's another one of those skill chunks on the top map, and no way to get at it from the other side, so... There, right there. Right here. Okay, cool. That's several things in one fell swoop. Just, no keys, which is fine, I guess. I am a little bit worried about the 6 that I'm missing, though. I feel like I've scoured most of this stuff pretty well. I'm not really sure where I missed them. Could be an issue. Oh, there's something behind this. There's something here. Aha! Okay. Well, it's another one of those. Which is fine. But not remarkable. Not too many of those left, though. 5 at this point? Oh. I apparently hadn't gotten that before. Cool. Well, I wish I'd tried a little harder to make it look pretty then. Instead of just hammering my way through, which is what I did. Okay, well, I got it. Hooray! This is the way back to the boss room. I remember this. There's a secret. Haha! Does that mean there's only one of those left? I think so. Was there even any mark on the floor of that one? There isn't. Oh, that's mean. There's no indication that's there. You just have to figure it out. Wow. Okay. Sure. Well, I figured it out anyway. Hooray. Why are there 2 corpses? of the boss. That doesn't seem to make sense. But okay. I'm having a hard time finding any keys. I'm starting to get a little worried about my prospects in terms of key finding. May as well get this schmuck to upgrade my pistol or something. Sure, go for it. Thank you. Did I ever go this way? I feel like I did. I didn't. Hey! Hooray! 3 of those left in the game, I think. I wish there was some way of telling on your map when you're actually done with an area. I really wish that. But that's okay. I can get in here now. Yep, perfect. I've got 12 keys. What do we got in here? Corpse. Hello, corpse. And what troubles you to... Okay. Wow, 1 left in the game, I think. Unless I'm miscounting vastly somehow. Hello. New armor set. Blue with a white sword. Okay, okay. I'm into it. I, am not in a good position to go back and change right now. Okay, but I will soon. I will soon. I guess I haven't come that far into the zone. Yeah, it's okay. No, I'll wait until I get to the... Oh, it's right, it's at the top. Okay. Well, I'll wait until I get up there, and then I'll go back, and I'll switch, and I'll come back. Yeah. And we're here. Don't think I noticed anything new on the way, so let's go change. Wait a second. Here we are. Mind you, I like the white clothing. Having anything that gets channeled go a little bit faster is pretty nice. Holy crap, there's still 6 more sets of armor in this game. How is that possible? Okay, dark blue. See if we can figure out what it does. Okay. Well, rather than searching the entire place right off the bat here, I have had it pointed out to me that I missed something specifically last time I was here. And it was inside the, inside here, just before the room with all the birds that fight you, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. See if I can find it. Okay, I don't think I noticed this one before. This isn't the one I had pointed out to me, but, it certainly is something. What do we got? Maybe I did do this one? I did do this one. Never mind. Here, this is the one I missed. Let's see what we got. Oop, oop. Ah, okay. Okay, how do I... Like that? Yeah, okay. What do we got? Key! Okay, cool. Well, that's helpful. It's not... Well, I haven't found a key in a while, so I can't really complain about it, honestly. I can't really complain. That's great. Thank you for pointing that out to me. It saves me some time. Okay. I'm not having a great deal of luck so far in the mountain. I've been going for about 3 hours at this point. I'm gonna act on one hunch that I've got here. I've got one hunch, and that is normally, as I just reminded myself, when I do the 8 triangle door, the 8 module door, there's a monolith behind it. But for the desert in the south, there wasn't one, which suggests to me that I just missed it. I'm going to go back there and try that. And if I can't find it there, just in the interest of ever being able to go to bed tonight, I may look up where the last monolith is. And if I have to do that, I am deeply sorry. I like to try and find this sort of thing as best I can, but I am only human. And if I'm going to have an episode up tomorrow, secrets, I'm recording this the day before it's supposed to go up, then I need to make certain accommodations. Well, we'll see how it goes, though. Interesting, I don't have to redo the tower gauntlet. Can't say as I'm sad about that. I do have to redo this part, not surprised at that. Man, I think these are one of the... There are not many things in this game so far that have stood up to us. Full frontal attack from the railgun, but these giant orcs certainly can. Which is, I'm dead! Dang it. It's disappointing. Did I win? Hooray, I won. That sure takes some doing. Okay. There we go. Still have no idea what the blue cloak does, unfortunately. There's really nothing here. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's not even any place they could hide it here. There's not a secret I missed. There's nothing. Let's make sure. Let's make absolutely sure. There's no place to hide anything. It can't be here. Okay. Okay, well sadly that was difficult and fruitless. So I need to consider my next move. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the monolith room and see if I can figure anything out. Okay, let's see. I don't know them well enough to know if there's been any patterns here. I'm gonna see if I can just look up which zone that one's in. All right, just to give myself a bit of a narrower set of goalposts. Hang on. Okay. It appears it's in the south, if I've read this correctly. It should be in the south. Okay. Then I'm going to go back to the south, and I'm going to give it one more good scraping over, and we'll see if I can finish this business up, okay? Go! Hey! There it is. Yeah, that's it. That one's not active. That's it. That's the one I need. Okay. Secret squares, secret squares. There are none here. There's just the corpse of my friend and father figure. Okay, so maybe I can access it from the lower area. Let's check the north wall here and see if there's any pathways that I've missed somehow. This way? Is it? Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. That's the ticket. Good. Got him. Okay. That should be all the monoliths. And incidentally, when I was looking up how to tell where the one that you don't have, where it is in the world, you know, which sector, it turns out that I stumbled on the right term with monolith, apparently. So go me. Come a long way from the days of calling them servers all the time, which was earlier today. Thank you very much. Now then, let's go see what we've won. Okay, this has changed. This has changed. It sank down into itself. What do we got? A set of armor and a sword. That is not what I was expecting. Okay. Huh. Okay. None of these are identical. I suppose it's frustrating to me that you search them all up, and yeah, I mean, I got a set of armor, but and I will go check that out. But yeah, well, let's go check that out now. Sure, let's go check that out. I never figured out what the navy blue set does, but let's see what this brown one does, hey? Oh, well, I can already see what this brown one does. I think. It changed my health bar. I think. Let me... Well, no, there's like a ghostly sixth... Here, hang on. What happens if I use this right now? Hey, look at that! Yeah, it added a chunk to my health bar. Which is neat, but not what I was hoping for. I was actually privately hoping that this would allow me to read the monoliths. Because they look... Let me look at them again. Yeah, no, I can't read them. They look... There's enough variation in the symbols here that this looks like it should be actually legible, you know? Like, it doesn't look like it's random or arbitrary. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if this is if there is actually something written here. I do not have time to try and decipher it myself, but you know, the internet is a thing for a reason. So let's see what the internet has to say on the matter. Oh Jesus. Okay. So yes, it turns out this is in fact a written language, but it's a tricky one. It looks like there are only 12 different symbols here, actually. But of those 12, 9 of them represent 2 different Roman letters. Or not, yeah. Roman letters. And you basically just have to sort of figure out what they could be, and then it becomes a puzzle, basically. It becomes a puzzle you have to solve. In the interest of, like, I've already looked at up the alphabet at this point. There's no integrity to me pretending that I'm doing the work myself. But I'm very curious about what is here. Let me just read through this, because it's basically, it seems like this is the only source of expressly written information in the game, and it's just really difficult to interpret. I feel a little bad for skipping the legwork, but again, the internet exists. So, reading them in order, in order, the monoliths would have read: transcendence, faith, immortality, immortality, or could be immortality or immortality, apparently. Rifts crafted, dangerous potential, a foundation for faith and violence, a loss of self, a narrow path traveled. And then moving on to the next zone: overwhelming wonders and power, desperate hunger for progress, distortion of life, devouring body, the first victim of the invasion. Next zone: an isolated people, fearful and obsessed. Oh, it's actually relevant which zone these were associated with. The first 4 were with the north zone, the mountain. A foundation for faith and violence, loss of self, a narrow path traveled. Okay. Immortality. And then the next 4 were the south zone. Overwhelming wonders and power, desperate hunger for progress. Right, because they had the laboratory underground. Distortion of life, devouring body, the first victim of the invasion. The invasion? The God Warriors? Is that the invasion? Or is the diamond the invasion? Does the diamond represent the invasion? I'm not sure. Okay. The next ones are in the east zone. So the weasel people and the frogs. An isolated people, fearful and obsessed. Offering of a great cleansing flame, a poisoned, maddened homeland. Fragile balance scorched, undone. So the weasels and the frogs used to live together in that zone, which is why there are baby frogs all over the dang place. But then the frogs, fearful and obsessed, decided to make an offering by sacrificing basically all the weasel people. Okay, that's messed up. West zone. So the forest with the crystals. Precious moments captured by crystal. A stillness of mind, skill honed sharp. Midnight looming, trapped by desperation to remain. Okay. Desperation to remain. So they basically immortalized themselves using the crystal. But I was noticing when I was re-exploring that zone, right? The only person I could talk to was the one dog soldier, who appears to be the person who shot the God Warrior through the head with the crystal gun. Most of the enemies in that zone, in the crystal zone, the people with the halberds, the people with the guns that were inside crystals, when you get to them and then they let themselves out and attack you, they appear to have dog heads, suggesting that they weren't invaded by anything. Perhaps the crystal is a negative influence that came into their lives, but it seems like they embraced the crystal as a way of sustaining their own life, to the detriment of the entire society, because now it's just a bunch of crystals. Hostile crystals. Interesting. In any case, you gather all those, you put them here in this library, and now this apparently reads... Wait a second. Oh. Nope. I just told you what these read here. The library is somewhere else. I accidentally gave myself a spoiler, but I've been to the library. I know where the library is. I'm going to go to the library, okay? Hang on. I'm going to the library. Right, okay. Okay, so we're in the library. There's a secret room in the library, which I definitely found, and I was like, this seems like it should have more to it than it does. Well, it does. Yeah. This shows up after you've gotten all the monoliths. So let me, again, I'm just going to look up what it says. Props to everybody who did the legwork to actually figure this out. But let's see. Okay. So this reads, harnessing a great wellspring, a perfect immortal cell was crafted to be imbued with all sentient life, a noble goal. It is more, but hang on. Harnessing a great wellspring, a perfect immortal cell was crafted to be imbued within all sentient life, a noble goal. Though such a power terrified others and brought ruin as its purpose was transmogrified, the abhorrent cell still festers deep in the chambers of this world. Okay. Okay. So at some point, someone made the diamond. And they tried to make it hang on. I think there's no punctuation here, so I'm thinking harnessing a great wellspring, a perfect immortal cell was crafted to be imbued within all sentient life. Period. I don't understand what their goal was. This text on the wall claims it was a noble goal. but it brought ruin because its purpose was transmogrified. So they created it to attempt something theoretically noble, but it became corrupted. It's not really clear whether that's from within or without, but eventually it started invading. Not physically, obviously, because it's still deep below the city. But I'm thinking about it in terms of what we saw on the monoliths. They talk about the invasion and how the South was hit by it first. Right, of course the South was hit by it first. That's where they were doing the science experiments. That's probably where they created the cell. The diamond. The end boss of the game. So it exerted its influence to twist the people on the surface, I'm thinking? Because, I mean, it's perfectly capable of that. It was causing me nightmares. Not even nightmares, hallucinations that caused me to black out, frequently. It has some sort of influence up here, that shadowy figure that I saw on the way down to it. So we created it, and it ruined everything. Which is where I come along. Well, wait. No, it's not. The monoliths were all written by drifters. The monoliths were all written by drifters. At the very least, we were lore keepers. And if you look in the South laboratories, there are drifters in the tubes. There's a decent chance that the drifters created the cell, huh? And maybe that's why we feel so responsible for getting rid of it? I'm not sure how we're all terminally ill. But I'm guessing that's a side effect of the whole situation. Okay. Well, I think that's as close to an explanation of the plot of the game as we're going to get. Yeah. I feel pretty good about this. We didn't find all the keys. I'll be honest, my guess is that if you get all the keys, what happens is you get more outfits, because I'm still missing, 4? 5 outfits? I'm guessing that's what you get, is a bunch more outfits by unlocking all the locked doors. But, yeah, that may be about as far as we can get here. Now, obviously, my attempt to interpret the lore is pretty amateurish. And, side note, apparently this person right here is actually a controllable character who, theoretically, you can control. You can play as that person right there with the dog head. Once you beat the game once. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Anyway, yes, my attempt to interpret the lore is pretty amateurish, and I'm curious to see what people who have had longer to think about it have come up with. And so I'll probably be looking into that myself here in a little bit. This may be as far as I go with Hyperlight Drifter for just now, at least on the channel. Yeah, I'll check into it and see if it is worth, recording something when I gather all the keys and get the armor. Oh, hey, you know what? Let me real quick look up what the dark blue armor does, just because I did find it and I did figure it out. Hang on. Okay. It makes it so that how when you swing 3 times. Oops, I can't do it here in town, but you swing 3 times and then you have to pause before you can swing 3 times again. It decreases the gap in there. And then come to think of it, I was taking advantage of that all over the place, and I just didn't notice it. Anyway, yeah, that's really, really neat. Apparently, the language that's on the monoliths and that's the same language that's here in town. Although I do not have on hand what these mean. They probably mean things like you know, sword trainer or something like that, and that sort of thing. But yeah. So there is some lore. Well, probably there's a whole bunch of lore hidden below the surface of this game, which shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone who's been watching this so far. It's very rich. It's just not explicit, which is super neat. And I'm glad that I did look up what the monoliths read, because I'm guessing I would not have had the persistence to actually figure it out, you know, translate the language myself. But that's, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, this introduction to the lore of Hyper Light Drifter as told through the mouth of someone who has no idea what they're talking about. But like, yeah, there's got to be a lot of lore there, because I mean, they're, as far as I know, they're coming out with an RPG coming up soon based on the Hyper Light Drifter world, so that's neat too. You know, like a tabletop one, D&D style. Yeah, not D&D specifically, but you know what I mean. They're making a tabletop out of it, which means you got to have lore. Anyway, this is really neat. I had a really good time. I will probably poke around it some more, but it probably won't go up on the channel unless it turns out to be important in some fashion. Well, look at all the little pod things. Oh, it's pods I got from other people. I wonder if it makes any difference. I have no idea. I didn't know I could do that. Isn't this the one that the horned helmet guy had? I'm gonna take that one with me. It doesn't matter. I'm just about to stop. Sorry, I'm beating around the bush here, but yeah, an intro to lore, as best I could do for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I think this is going to be it for Hyper Light Drifter for this channel. I hope you had a good time. I certainly have myself. Next time, I don't know yet what's happening, but we'll figure it out together. I will see you then.